Welcome. In the previous tutorial, we discussed about simple chat, basic chat API, basically use it for prototyping. In this tutorial, we'll concentrate on prompt engineering, define a personality, separate system instructions and the user messages. Before jumping into prompt engineering, let's have a look at what we discussed in previous tutorial. Let me go through this code once again. This chat client builder here is auto-configured by Spring Boot based on the LLM provider we defined here in the properties file. These are foundational methods, no complexity, just send a message and get the response. So let me just go through what these methods will do. The prompt method starts building prompt. The user message method defines the user message. Call method invokes LLM with the message provided and wait for the response. And the contents method extract the text from the response. Now let's define a get mapping. Get mapping. Let's name it prompt engineering. Define the method and let me change whatever suggested by my coding assistant. We are defining here an agent. Let's say teacher. I'll give you a topic to explain. I'll change this variable name to topic to keep this relevant. And next step, I'll define a system message, new system message, and I'll say you are a helpful, let me say you are a helpful teacher. You explain topics given to you in detail. Let's define a user message. User message, explain topic. Remove this. Now define a prompt. Prompt is the system message, user message. Now let's invoke chat client and return chat client dot prompt dot call get the content. I think we have now our API ready. Let's build it. Build success. May one Spring Boot run. Application started. Let's hit curl command. So curl http localhost prompt engineering and expecting a topic. The topic we sent is microservices. So I think it has explained it in a detailed manner. Let me now try without giving topic. The default topic we provided is Java. So now it should explain us Java. The speed of the response depends on the hardware you are running the LLM. It takes some time to get the response. Here we have the response for the topic Java. Here it is. It starts here. Let me go through the code again. We have system message. This sets the AI's personality type, and user message, the actual question we are asking LLM, and the prompt, which wraps both system message and the user message. Prompt builds the prompt, and call method invokes the LLM with this prompt, and content extract the text from the response. System message guide how the LLM responds. This helps us to create specialized assistants such as teacher, programmer, comedian. And when to use this? Use cases such as customer support, if you want responses in a different tones like formal, friendly, technical, educational content generation, like explaining it to a child, explaining it to an expert, and content review system like tone detection, quality evaluation. This is how you can use prompt engineering in Spring AI. In the next tutorial, we discuss prompt templates. See you there.